Good afternoon, Mrs. Santo. We are here together today to discuss our proposal for the new e-marketing strategy that we proposed to launch Mir3 in the European market. You wanted us to make a strategy that reach 100 of the largest airports and universities in Europe and get 25 of them engaged and let them sign up for an individual 1 hour long live demonstration of the intelligent notification product. The resources we can use are the Vice President for 8 hours a week, 1 Business Development Manager and 1 Marketing Intern. Our total budget is $35,000. To get a better indication of how strong our online presence is, we compared our website with our 2 main competitors online. We used the HubSpot tool to rate our website and compare it on different channels like the mobile, search engine optimization, and how our overall social media presence is executed. The result is that we have a score of 51, what is an average score, but it's better than the RapidReach website. However, Everbridge has a score of 74. The results show that we can still improve on our mobile presence online and that we can improve in how often we communicate through our blog. The online value propositions are the benefits people derive from our product online. Our product makes it possible to personalize the messages per persona, and it makes it possible to keep a record of who is receiving the notification and when. Because it's two-way communication, we actually know if people receive the message or not. And because it is multilingual, we can send messages in different languages. Because of the GPS location, we can track people and know if they are still inside the building or not anymore. We want to position ourselves as market leader. We already did this in America, and right now we want to do the same in Europe. We also want to focus on our reliable 24/7 technical support because we see our customers as our partners, and if they have a problem, we immediately want to contact them and that they can contact us if they have a question. We have knowledgeable support engineers and a rich portfolio and a lot of experience on the market. With our online education, training videos and webinars, we want to educate people on the market. For the segmentation, we divided the market in between the USA, European, Asia, but actually we want to target the European market. Other part of the segmentation was of course the airports and the universities and the big ones, not the small ones. One very important part of our content marketing strategy is the persona part, because personas makes it possible to target your content more efficient and make it more influential, because then you know who you're talking to and what points you need to make more important. The first persona is Diana Smith, the general director from the airport. She makes decisions and she has the control over the resources, for example, the financial resources. Her interest is to company growth and innovation. Her personality is ambitious and she likes information to the point. Because she don't have all the time to read long text, she wants the information to be realistic and what she needs to know. Robert Peters is a safety security manager of the airport, and he advises the company for if they want to make use new security protocols or new security equipment. His interest is in clear safety and security equipment and technologies in perfect state. His personality is that he likes technology and innovation, and he's a logical thinker. He actually likes to read long texts that are more detailed. Mike Bergen is the general director of a university. He is, like Diana Smith, in control of the resources and the financial distribution. His interest is in growing the university and staying on the top of the educational programs. He likes the information properly resourced and backed up, and he is, we think, highly educated because most time general directors at the university already had some history as teaching. Kim Lee is the safety security advisor at the university, and like Robert Peter, he wants all the security scenarios proper resourced, and in case of something happening, he wants clear protocols. His interest is in development of current safety and security, and he likes the information highly detailed and backed up with facts.
How have we structured our marketing strategy? As we have mentioned, we have 6 months to do this all, and then we have divided this period in 3 different smaller times. The first takes 2 months, and the objective that we need to reach in the first, second, and third period are splitted and are smaller parts for the very complex objective that Lars has presented to you in the beginning. We have used the RIAN methodology, and in the first period we are planning to reach representatives from 100 airports and 100 universities in Europe. For the second part, we are engaging these representatives into activities that bring value to them, and then for the third part we are activating 25 representatives per industry. How are we going to do this? For the first objective to be achieved, we will need to contact 400 directors and safety managers from airports and universities through a mix of offline and online marketing channels. We can find their contacts publicly, and we can use an email list to reach them later on, but we'll tell you more about the content. One safety manager per entity comes to a free educational networking webinar to a topic closely related to their field. In order not to sell them directly, we want to give them valuable content first and eventually turn them into prospects by making 25 safety managers per industry to watch a 1 hour long demo. For the channels, or what are we going to use during these 6 months to reach, engage, and activate our users? Still we have the period splitted, so the main thing is the demo, and that's the ultimate goal, and we will have it on our website for the whole time, because we cannot control the buying funnel, and we cannot know if the way that we have predicted our customers to behave will fulfill in total. But anyway, what we want to do is not to sell to them directly, but to give them valuable content to consume. This is why in the end of the third month, we will organize 2 different webinars. One will be an educational networking event meant for the people from the universities, another one for the safety manager and CEOs from the airport. In order for people to come to this webinar, they will need to sign up for it, and we will have a landing page started on the very first day of the execution where people can sign up. In order to make them sign up, we will send out letter invitations and email invitations to them. We cannot be sure if they will open the letter and sign up, or if they will see their email invitation and click the link. So for any case scenario, we will have Twitter and LinkedIn ads. They will as well be targeted towards the same people. Also, if they open our website, if they have never heard about our company before, they can click a banner on our website directly. Because as you know, we haven't been in the European market so far. In the last month before the actual webinars happen, we will write our blog posts, we will fill them with content related to the topic of the webinars, and we will send out email notifications through an RSS feed to our people who have signed up for the webinar. Then we will also post YouTube testimonials, we will use the channels of communication of our influencers who will be speakers in the webinar, and we will use retargeting in order to make sure that these people who have signed up for the webinar will hear more about the webinar, so they can show up on it during different channels. So if we use retargeting, they can see the information about the webinar everywhere they go on the web. During the webinar itself, we will propose a 10% discount card for the 25 people who will see the demo on our website for the very first time. So each of them will receive a follow-up email with a link from the demo, and as well that will be done through our channels and through the influencers' channels. Eventually, we will have 25 people who will watch the demo in the next month. If none of this succeeds and if our buying funnel is not done as we're planning now, we will as well have our blog, our YouTube, and our LinkedIn channels, and we will use them to target other people who haven't been part of the webinar stories. Click here to see a list of influencers and webinar speakers. We have done our research, and you can see who are the people that CEOs and safety managers of airports and universities read and follow online. When it comes to how can we actually plan this and use with the resources and time that we have put that in a Gantt chart. Here on the left side, you can see all the channels that we are using, and they're split by people. So with the pink color, you can see what the intern is doing, then you can see the business manager with green, and then you can see the corporate director who is giving the go and the no-go most of the time because he has very small amount. Long story short, we have calculated, and in the 6 months of time, we can do everything that we have planned, and we can use the maximum of time of these people. We have done the calculations according to the USA working days calendar, so everything is planned as we can do it from here and launch the whole strategy over in the European market. When it comes to the budget that we have and how much money are we going to spend on this all, the three things that are asking for most money is the webinar itself, then other channels, or what this is for the last 2 months, and the other channels that we are using besides the webinar and the things that we have used for the webinar, and as well a website, which is the affiliate marketing, and this will take 10.3%. For everything else, we will use the current channels that we are already having, so we will not invest additional money. All the money are calculated in a budget plan, and you can see it how have we calculated it, and what resources have we exactly used. We as well have left more than 1,000 euros for additional costs, just in case if something doesn't go by the plan. And finally, how are we going to know if this has functioned? You have all the channels that we are going to use listed on the left side of the chart, and you have the metrics tools that we will use to see if this functions. For the landing page, website, and blog, we will use the Google Analytics, audience acquisition, and behavior reports. For the email invitations and the email follow-up, as usual, we will use the engagement metrics. For social media, we will use the social interaction metrics and click per lead. For affiliate, webinar, and demo video, we'll use end action metrics, click per engagement, and click per activity. All of these things are a lot to do, so we will do them for 3 times so we can implement the feedback from the evaluation points. The first evaluation will happen after 1 month of execution on the 15th of February 2016. Then the second will be a day after the webinars happen, so we can see what are the lessons learned and implement them until the final evaluation, which will be on the 16th of July. All of the evaluations will be done with the whole team included, but most of the things of the task will be on the corporate director.
Thank you so much for listening, Mrs. Santo, and for your time.
You can check the Gantt chart and budget spreadsheet for more information and to see more things in details. We have shared both of them with you on your official working email, which is santofontes.nl.
We are looking forward for your feedback. Thank you so much.